So my first thought when I see this toothbrush is I think of an archaeologist about to uncover some bones, and he's, wiping the dirt, the powder off with it. He'd use one of these fine toothbrushes, but it's so soft that when you're doing it on your teeth, you can physically feel how smooth your teeth are after that you've worn that plaque away. So if there's any striving archaeologists out there, this is a good way to start yourself out with the Archaeology Nano Toothbrush. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Rantas Reviews. I'm your host Kevin Ranta. Thank you again for tuning in. I'm very excited to share this product with you, so we're just gonna dive right into what it is, the item itself. I'm gonna make sure this camera can get a view of it. Yeah. Oh yeah. This, everyone, is the Nano Toothbrush from the company Nano Toothbrush. So I'm excited to review this product today. It is something that I don't have much experience with. It's something that's of a design that I haven't seen before. When I first saw it, I thought it was meant for painting, or I don't know, something that has to do with spreading a lot of stuff over a surface. So I didn't think it was for brushing your teeth because, again, look how thick those bristles are. Look how thick that is. I got close-up shots of it, you'll see. So upon receiving this toothbrush, I didn't really know it was a toothbrush when I got it. I felt the plastic tube. The tube feels a little flimsy. It also seems like it took a number of hits and dents along the way, but the toothbrush is in good condition. I'll say packaging-wise, they could definitely invest a little bit more on some protective packaging, or even something just a little flashier. I think the toothbrush is so unique in its design that it justifies having a little enhanced packaging. So, like I said, not a big deal, but something I would definitely maybe recommend to the manufacturers of Nano. Go for a little bit higher durability in the packaging, because if I open this and the toothbrush was broken, that's immediately a bad experience to me. But it wasn't broken, so whatever they want to do with it. Go and pop this open. I wish it made a pop sound, but alright. So overall, first impressions of this toothbrush seems pretty simple. Simple handle. They don't have the gel grips like a lot of manual brushes have. It doesn't really have anything super fancy about it. I think that might have been why I thought of it as a painter's brush, or even meant for, getting dust off fossils and stuff you see in Jurassic Park and movies. So it doesn't really look too much like a toothbrush to me right now, but I'm extremely excited to see how well it works as far as a manual brush goes. I recently transitioned from a manual toothbrush after 27 years to a Shine electric toothbrush. I think one of the things I like most about that toothbrush is how powerful it feels in your mouth. So going back to a manual brush and not having that extra boost of power from a battery, we'll definitely see how that goes. One of the things I'm really excited about and kind of want to point out here is the bristles. Obviously, most toothbrushes don't have this many bristles on it. It's something that I'm definitely finding to be unique about their brush. It's definitely, a pretty cool gimmick style item. My first reaction upon seeing it was, wow, that's a lot of bristles. So a couple things that I want to talk about before I go into the brushing of the teeth is I'm curious if these bristles are going to get caught in my teeth. I know that sounds weird, but a standard toothbrush has maybe a quarter of the amount of bristles that are on this one. So I think it's a little bit accurate for me to think this could potentially leave bristles behind in my mouth, caught in my teeth, anything to that matter. Another thing I'm curious about is, will it actually have a higher result to getting rid of plaque on my teeth? Is it going to be something that is, it just looks cool and it doesn't have nearly the properties that I think that it has? Or is it going to be something that's actually really good at getting the plaque out of my teeth, really good at massaging the gums maybe, I don't know. I've never used anything even remotely like this for brushing my teeth, so it's definitely going to be new to me. Another thing that I was curious about when I first was reading about this toothbrush was sensitivity of gums. They said this brush can help with sensitive gums. I don't have sensitive gums per se, not in the terms of like when I brush my gums hurt, but there are times where even if I'm brushing and I'll go to floss, some areas of my mouth and my gum might get either a minor infection or might get food caught left behind. I'm curious to see if this toothbrush with the extensive bristles are going to actually be able to help my gums stay healthier and potentially even make my breath fresher. For the next part of this video, I'm actually going to brush my teeth at home, and I'll share that video too. That one's gonna be a little, not quite as quality setup, just gonna be kind of handheld, but I'm gonna do a brushing and basically let you guys see the reaction that I have as I'm brushing, because nobody really knows how it's gonna look until you see it, and I'm not gonna know how it's gonna feel until it's in my mouth. And the last thing I wanted to mention was that I am going to use this toothbrush for 1 week before completing my assessment of it, and then I will give it a final overall review score from there. I'm very excited to see how this Nano toothbrush works and to see if it puts all other manual brushes to shame and if it even can stay on par with my electric toothbrush. So, all provoking questions that everybody wants to know the answers to. And if you don't, then maybe click on a different video. Hey everybody, welcome back to my review video for the Nano toothbrush. Just wanted to show it in the original packaging, show it off, look at it, so fine. So I used the toothbrush for 7 days, 14 times in total. The brush head is still looking like fresh, like right out of the package, so very durable brush head. The bristles that are inside of it are made up of a very strong bond, because again, I didn't get any bristles in my teeth. I didn't have it like wearing like normally toothbrushes because I brush hard. Oftentimes the brush head will look like a nuke went off in the middle of it and it's all like blown out. This is not like that. This is still strong. I think it's because it has so many bristles is why it's as strong as it is, and why it's as durable and can keep that shape. But yeah, as far as the overall appearance sake, after 2 weeks of using it, it looks great, and I feel like I can probably use it for another like couple months before I'd need to upgrade to a new one. So pretty stoked on that. As far as like the usefulness of the toothbrush, I have to say this is probably the softest brush that I've ever used in my mouth. It sounds kind of odd, but in reality, you'll see toothbrushes that are manual that'll say like medium, soft, hard. It's like I never really understood nor cared what that meant on a toothbrush, but after brushing with this brush head, it is so soft that it's like you're massaging your teeth and your gums. I don't know if you have sensitive teeth or you have sensitive gums, but this didn't scratch my gums. It didn't make me feel uncomfortable in any way. It honestly felt kind of like a massage the whole time. So I don't know, as far as like brushing your teeth, it's not the most pleasurable experience, but when you're using a brush like this and you're literally massaging like every part of your mouth, it's a pretty cool trait about it. One key thing that I noticed that I don't think a lot of people really look at is how efficiently it utilized toothpaste. I put a little splash in the middle, and it's almost as if on a normal brush when I coat the entire top of it. So I got a lot of good, I didn't lose any toothpaste. I had most of the toothpaste I started with, it all foamed out, and this thing like creates the foam like crazy, so every time I brushed with it, I felt like I had a nice fresh breath, versus sometimes I still feel like, ugh, did I miss some places, or mouth doesn't taste too good right now. Didn't have that problem with this one. My only complaints about the toothbrush are, one, has to do with the packaging. I feel like for a toothbrush that's $13, it should have some packaging with either at least the name on it or a little branding somewhere. Also, like, I don't understand what this cap thing is or what it was made for, but it seemed like something you'd win in like a carnival game, and the plastic's really, you know, not super durable, so I had to deduct a little bit of points for the tube itself. But then the design of the toothbrush is really cool, but I was comparing it to other manual brushes that have like a rubberized coating here or like rubberized grip areas, and it just feels more comfortable in your hands. This doesn't feel uncomfortable by any means, but I think it's such a plain design that it can be looked at as positive, but it can also be looked at as negative. And I guess I like a little bit of that, you know, cushion feel on my toothbrush because I brush hard and I'm kind of like ramrodding it in my mouth. So anyway, those were my only real complaints about the toothbrush. Was just the packaging it came in, and then the design. I feel like there's a little wasted space. They could have done something, or even maybe just put nano, like that word on the toothbrush here, because it has so much real estate there. I don't know, be something cool. So as I tell with every review video, I like to say, tell a little story about how I got the toothbrush. This was actually bought for me to review from another company, not Nano, but from another company. That's a friend of mine. They sent it to me. They wanted to see how I liked it. So I did not pay for this toothbrush, but that doesn't change my review of it. I still highly recommend it. I like it, and I think anybody should try it out, especially if they have sensitive gums or sensitive teeth. And I was really worried that the bristles were gonna break off because there's over 10,000 bristles on this brush. 10,000. For the overall ranking for this toothbrush, I award it not the highest honor, but next to the highest honor. I gave it a 9 out of a 10. Again, my only complaints are the tube. She could have done something different. And then the brush itself, I think they could have, like, they should have the word nano on it, or even like, I don't know, put a rubber texture grip right there. There's an indent, but a rubber grip would be cool. So anyway, that's just my personal review. I give it a 9 out of 10. As far as like being a great brush for your teeth, sensitive gums, or you just want to massage your teeth, this brush is amazing. It helps get the plaque off your teeth. It helps really give you that fresh breath feeling after brushing your teeth. And then when you brush at night, wake up in the morning, you still feel fresh, versus with some toothbrushes, I'll wake up in the morning and be like, did I even brush my teeth last night? And you just kind of like Patrick from SpongeBob when he opens the door and he's like, Sunday.